这个故事如果你听起来不累，那么你的英语能力在美国日常生活是完全够用的。要持续提升英文，记得点击订阅按钮。我们开始吧。
That awkward silence at a party? The phrase break the ice is your rescue rope, and its origin is a life-or-death drama on frozen seas. It's the 1820s. The whaling ship Esperanza is hunting in the North Atlantic. The goal? Whale oil for lamps. The problem? They've sailed too far north. Winter has come early. One morning, the crew wakes up to a terrifying sight. The entire ocean has turned to solid white. They are completely surrounded by ice. It's not just thin sheets, it's a massive, unbroken field of ice, several feet thick. The ship is frozen in place, a tiny wooden toy trapped in a giant ice cube. The temperature is dropping fast. Panic starts to set in. This isn't just inconvenient. It's a death sentence if they can't escape. Meet Captain Samuel Archer. A man in his 50s, with a face weathered by sea salt and wind. He's a man of few words, but his commands are absolute. He gathers the frightened crew on deck. "Men," he says, his voice calm but firm, "we have two choices. We wait here for the spring thaw, which is months away. We'll run out of food and fuel long before that. Or we break the ice." He points to the endless white plain ahead. The men stare in disbelief. The task seems impossible. It's like asking ants to dig through a concrete wall. The moment of a monumental decision. The crew's survival hinges on a seemingly insane plan. Reluctantly, the men agree. They have no other hope. They grab every tool available, massive saws with blades 6 feet long, heavy sledgehammers, iron-tipped poles. The work begins. The sound is deafening, a constant, brutal chorus of metal hitting solid ice. The first hour yields almost no progress. Just a few shallow scratches. The men are already exhausted, their breath forming clouds in the freezing air. Doubt creeps in. "This is useless," one young sailor mutters. "We're all going to die here." Then, a breakthrough. Literally. After hours of relentless pounding on the same spot, a deep crack finally appears. A cheer goes up among the men. Hope is reignited. They redouble their efforts, working in shifts around the clock. This is the second climax, the first sign of success against impossible odds. But the Arctic is unforgiving. As they work, the ice around the ship groans and shifts. The very platform they're standing on is unstable. Suddenly, disaster strikes. A large section of ice near the bow of the ship collapses without warning. 2 crew members, John and Michael, plunge into the freezing water. The shock of the cold is paralyzing. They gasp for air, their heavy wool clothes instantly pulling them down. This is the third and most intense climax, immediate, life-threatening danger. It's no longer about the ship, it's about saving their comrades right now. Captain Archer barks orders. Ropes are thrown. Men scramble to the edge, risking their own lives to pull their friends out. It's a frantic, desperate minute. Finally, both men are hauled back onto the deck, shivering uncontrollably, but alive. The incident shakes everyone. It's a stark reminder that the ice is not just an obstacle, it's an active enemy. Breaking it is dangerous, delicate work. For the next 7 days, the cycle continues, exhausting labor, small victories, and constant danger. Their world shrinks to the rhythm of the hammer and the saw. But slowly, painstakingly, they carve a narrow channel through the ice. It's only a few feet wide, but it's a path. Finally, a strong wind from the east helps push the broken floes apart. The channel widens. The sails are raised. The Esperanza creaks, groans, and then, miraculously, it begins to move. It inches forward, then glides into open water. The emotional release is overwhelming. Grown men weep with relief and embrace each other. They have literally broken the ice to save their own lives. Now, fast forward to a fancy London drawing room in the 1880s. A formal party is underway. The atmosphere is stiff and awkward. No one is talking. The host, a well-traveled gentleman who had heard tales of Arctic expeditions, decides to break the ice. He tells a funny story, mimicking the sailors' efforts. The guests laugh. The tension melts away. Conversations start to flow. The social ice has been broken, creating a safe channel for interaction, just like the physical channel created for the ship. The metaphor was born from a very real, very desperate struggle to survive. So, let's bring this home to you. Think about your own frozen moments. That first day at a new job where you eat lunch alone. A networking event where you don't know a soul. A silent video call with new teammates. That feeling of being stuck and isolated is just like the Esperanza trapped in the ice. The awkward silence feels just as solid and impenetrable. But you have a tool, just like Captain Archer saw. Your voice. A simple hello. A question like, "What brought you here today?" Or, "I like your presentation, can you tell me more?" That's you swinging the hammer. The first attempt might just make a scratch. It might feel awkward. But with a little persistence, you'll create a crack. Then a conversation starts to flow. You're not just making small talk. You are a modern-day explorer, breaking the social ice to create connection, to find your way to new opportunities and new friendships. You are continuing a tradition that began with sailors fighting for their lives. Your courage to speak up, however small it seems, is the same courage that saved a ship. Use it.
你太棒了，你学完了全部内容，你离英语自由又近了一步。下个视频见。